back out here on this good old thing. It's been a while since I used this GoPro, so that's what we're going to use today. See what happens. I know it wants to go dead quite a bit. So I went and got me a switch. Fuel shut-off switch. Basically, it sets fuel off to the carb, and that's what kills the motor. That's the best I can explain how it shuts it off. So, because I don't see any other way that it would shut it off. Let me see. Should have a 19 here somewhere. 19 or 3/4, either one. We'll tighten it. I got to get everything kind of hooked up on here, because that carburetor's a little floppy. Because I don't have it on the. Don't have it on the thing here, the intake runners. So this is going to be a good one. Let's see where I can put you guys without falling over. So we need to tighten this thing up. That's good. So where's this piece? I need this. I would assume that we could run uh-oh. Yeah. Let me get a couple, get a bolt in here. So I'm gonna get the bolts done. What I'm going to do is just kind of get this runner up and see what's the best way to run these wires. Because I mean, it does have a hole there, but I think the best way is just going to run them out here like this. This one will go down out and come out through here like so, and then the black wire will come up here and hook up here. And I had to extend the wires, so. And then she'll just hook on up there. So let me get this hooked up. I'll have to fight this a little bit so I can get the bolt on for that, but we'll get her done. I'll bring it back when we get her hooked up, and then we'll test fire it. Alright, we got her all hooked up here. Time for the cover. She just pretty much goes like this. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to get this bolt in over here. I gotta find it. I'm not sure which one. I'm not sure what I did with that one. But not sure which one it was. Because I need that for 210s down there. That goes up top. Yeah, we'll figure it out in a minute. When I get down to not having any bolts left, we'll know which one goes where. So your wires are out of the way. We just gotta make sure we, ooh, yeah, that ain't gonna work. I gotta adjust that bottom. Okay. Hey now, come on, don't fight, don't fight, don't fight. Okay. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Try to put the oil cooler on and it won't, can't get my bolt started. There we go. Come on now. I can see you. I see you. This down here somewhere. Yeah, well, that was getting on my nerves. Oh, my hip. We'll get these over here. Oh, come on. What in the hell? Alright, well, as you can see, I'm fighting it. I'm not going to fight it on camera. I don't know, my stuff just don't go on like it should for me. It irritates the shit out of me. Kind of tightened up, buttoned up, whatever you want to call her. We're going to put the air cleaner box back on her. Make sure we plug our wires in. There we go. That's plugged in, both plugged. There. If you listen, you can hear that solenoid click on. Hear it? Clicks on. Yep, clicking on. Alright, so we'll have to get air cleaner on, fuel hooked up. We'll put an inline filter in right here. And we'll call this one good, I think. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Let's see. Got these two. I think they went back here. You guys remember? Restrictor plate racing right here. Got a restrictor plate. Yeah, I got an electric impact gun I could use, but well, we'll just do it by hand. Make sure we get the cold air intake in right here. She's kind of funky monkey. But it blows air into that could use a new air cleaner too, but alright. That part's on, that part's on. Oh, that hurt. Get this hose on here. There we go, right there. And then again, I don't know what this is. I have absolutely no clue. Oh. If you look right there, it's like this is supposed to go in there. But if you do that, you're going to have straight unfiltered air. You're going to be able to get water right into that thing. So, if I'm going to get unfiltered air, I'd rather not be out from the ozone. So, I think we're just going to stick it on like this without that hose. I think it'd be better. That's done. Well, yeah. I need to put that inline filter on there. You guys don't need to see me do that, do you? I'm pretty sure you don't. So I'm gonna stick that on. I'm just gonna cut this and cut a section of this out and just put the inline filter in there and see how she does. Kind of tightened up, buttoned up, whatever you want to call her. We're gonna put the air cleaner box back on her. Make sure we plug our wires in. There we go. That's plugged in, both plugged. There. If you listen, you can hear that solenoid click on. Hear it? Clicks on. Yep, clicking on. Alright, so we'll have to get air cleaner on, fuel hooked up. We'll put an inline filter in right here. And we'll call this one good, I think. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Let's see. Got these two. I think they went back here. You guys remember? Restrictor plate racing right here. Got a restrictor plate. Yeah, I got an electric impact gun I could use, but well, we'll just do it by hand. Make sure we get the cold air intake in right here. She's kind of funky monkey. But it blows air into that. Dirty. Could use a new air cleaner too, but alright. That part's on, that part's on. Oh, that hurt. Get this hose on here. There we go, right there. And then again, I don't know what this is. I have absolutely no clue. Oh. If you look right there, it's like this hat's supposed to go in there. But if you do that, you're going to have straight unfiltered air. You're going to be able to get water right into that thing. So, if I'm going to get unfiltered air, I'd rather not be out from the ozone. So, I think we're just going to stick it on like this without that hose. I think it'd be better. That's done. Well, yeah. I need to put that inline filter on there. You guys don't need to see me do that, do you? I'm pretty sure you don't. So I'm gonna stick that on. I'm just gonna cut this and cut a section of this out and just put the inline filter in there and see how she does. I just went ahead and left that section because I gotta have room to, you know, change our oil, which I will do before we're done. But just so you guys know, on like these inline filters, see that metal piece there? You want your fuel to come in this way and the whole outside of this thing to trap the dirt. If you go in this side, it's going to trap the dirt inside the filter, and you're really going to clog the filter up. Going this way, you'll be able to fill this whole thing up, and all your dirt's going to settle down here. You'll still have all this up here to filter. That's just a little heads up. So I guess I need to change the oil before I do anything else, I guess. I hate changing oil. I hate it. It's easy, but I hate it. Alright, well, let me get that changed. I'm going to get some fuel hooked up. I'll probably end up doing this tank here. That one there. And I'll get the regular hose in back on it for that tank. Got a primer bulb. And I'm not an expert on these primer bulbs. And will it work with that kind of pump? I'm sure it probably did. I mean, they had it on there before, it looks like. So we'll see what happens when we try to use this thing. We'll try to hook her up. Let me get this oil changed. Let me get this hooked up. I don't know which way it's supposed to go either. That one's pushing air, so it's obviously got to go that way. Actually, you know what? Ain't this supposed to pressurize the tank? Nope, it's gonna go that way. Alright, let me change the oil. Alrighty. I like to use this yellow Teflon tape for the simple fact that it's thicker, but it's made for oils and gases and stuff. And just to kind of know which way to roll that on, it's just rolled on the way you would tighten whatever you're putting the threads on. You know, if you're going right-handed, do it just like you would tightening the nut left-handed. If you're doing a left-handed thread, put it on like you're tightening the left-handed threads. That's all there is to it. It's pretty easy, and then it won't unravel on you. Alright, so we're gonna get a little Teflon tapey here. This oil, look at that, it's milkshakey. It's horrible. Definitely have water in her. I don't have a filter, so I'm going to recommend that the guy change the oil again after he runs it a little while and put a new filter on her. And that's a 22 millimeter. Don't ask me what it is in standard. I think it's 22 is a 7/8, I think. 13/16 is 21. 24 is about a 1 inch. Alright. Get her tight. You don't have to get her super tight. You just don't want it to come off. But the thread sealer tape is what actually seals it. I'm going to fight this filter. I got to take it off without breaking it. Or denting it, I should say. And if I have to, I can run up to O'Reilly's and get a new one. But I just want to drain that other oil out of there before I put new in there. Probably ain't much in it, but you know, I'd rather drain it out instead of dilute the other one, I guess you may want to call it. I don't know. Just a tad bit above full right there, so I'll call that good. I cranked her over a little bit just to make sure the filter has some. We'll get her started up. I gotta get the fuel line hooked up and everything to that tank. I'm gonna smell that fuel and see if it's any good first. We'll go from there, but these ain't even hooked up to nothing, so maybe I think this ground wire is what actually grounds this block. There's a terminal in the back. It looks like it should have had something to it, but it's isolated because it has the plastic boot around it. So that's all isolated. These ain't even hooked up to nothing or go to anything, I don't think. I haven't seen nothing, so they're both ground wires. We're just going to hook them together anyway, just so it don't like bounce around or something. Probably put some tape around that because these little clips are broke that hold this together. The solenoid clicked on. So I'm gonna get this fuel situated. Yeah, we got it hooked up. It actually tells you flow. So so we got her all primed up there. She pumped her all the way up there for us. So pretty much let's turn the key, see what happens. Let's hit the choke. There we go. God, it sounds like a little rattle in there, but it's probably that broken thing up there. That's why it's rattling or something, but and then there she goes, turns right on off. We're gonna call that a win. It takes a second for the solenoid to shut and shut the fuel off, is why it took a second to shut it off once I hit the key. But that's her, and she's done. I'm gonna get all my tools cleaned up. I'm gonna tell him to like on here, just get a jump pack and just hook your jump pack up to these, fire it up, and remove your jump pack, and hopefully don't ground this stuff out somehow, but that'd be our best bet for it. Maybe he can even just you know, put his power here from his jump pack and put his ground here and just start it that way, and then take off with her. So she's good to go. Yeah, and when I squeezed this bulb through there, it had some little dirt in the bottom already. See it? So it's already cleaned out. So that's the only little dirt that's in there. See how full our filter is? So we're all good. Here's a old fuel or oil filter. I want to show you how I had to get that oil filter off without breaking it, because I couldn't get her loose. I got this style of filters. It goes small to big, and I can take some, and it's got teeth. Real nice. I think I got it at Harbor Freight. No, Menards. And what I did is, if you look up here, this is real thick metal. You take these and you clamp right on the thick metal, and I can squeeze into nothing. So, you know, just get her. You see how she catches here and here, or you can move it back a little bit, kind of clamp it on, and you get all of them. Just be extra careful. And I was able to turn it off without damaging the thing. We're gonna leave that for him because that's his. That was already in the boat. I don't want that here. But he can get longer fuel hose, change his fuel however he wants, or he can set it down where the battery's at, or whatnot. Take these. Let me put all this stuff over here. Yeah, I think he'll be pleased with it. He just said as long as it runs, he don't care how he has to turn it on and shut her off. But we got her back to basically being factory. All it's in it as far as parts is $50 for that fuel shut off, because that fuel shut off was the wires were all stripped and it was missing a spring. Well, just now when I was over here messing, I found the spring. But who's to say that that solenoid wasn't bad, and that's why he had to bypass it in the first place. And that's probably what it was anyways. But the wires were cut too short to put any wires on it. I tried it, and it just, I didn't like it. I had a feeling it was going to ground out. Being around gas, we'd have a pretty good fire. So on that note, we're going to get off of here, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.